Hey guys, this is Tyler Patrick with the Road Assist department here at Prime Inc. Today we want to talk to you about some pro maintenance tips to help get through the winter and stuff to keep on the truck to make sure that we're getting through the winter months as best as we possibly can. So one thing that we think about with winter is having issues with traction. So we got snow and sleet and ice. So making sure you have tire chains and cables on your truck can be huge. If you're even just laying the cables and chains down in front of the tires to get some traction to get moving, you don't necessarily have to put them all the way on the tires, but something you can keep on the truck is a bottle of kitty litter. And the reason we say a bottle of kitty litter is so the bags tend to collect moisture and they harden and they become really awkward and create a mess. So nice clean way to keep the truck clean but have the items on your truck is the plastic bottle of kitty litter. Next thing we talk about is visibility. As you're driving on the road, ice and snow can accumulate, maybe just salt and debris off the road from the plow trucks and whatnot can create quite an issue. So make sure you got a good set of winter wiper blades. These have a rubber coating around them or a sleeve that keeps ice and moisture from accumulating on the blades itself. And then also having some good washer fluid that's not going to freeze and maybe has a de-icing agent to it to help clean off that windshield. Another thing we see in the winter with the cold temperatures is fuel gelling, and it's worse now than it ever has been with biodiesel blends. So making sure that your fuel is treated. We always suggest treating your fuel whenever you fuel up in the winter times, especially you get down to the 25 and below temperatures. This is the Penray brand. This is what we sell here at the Prime terminals. This little bottle will treat 250 gallons, so you can figure each tank's 100 and then the reefer's 30. So almost half in each tank, and then the rest can go treat the reefer. You don't want to forget the reefer tank. That's huge, and never assume that the reefer's been treated. Even though you pick up a trailer that's already fueled and ready to go ahead and dump some anti-gel in there. You can't ever put too much anti-gel in, so when in doubt, go ahead and add some more. You can't over-treat with anti-gel, so even if you need to double the amount that it says on the bottle, that's totally okay. Out on the road, we suggest getting the Power Service brand. It's a white bottle here with a red cap. This again is going to treat 250 gallons, so almost half in each tank, and then the rest in the reefer. But we also suggest you keep some of this Power Service 911 on here, and the reason it's called 911 is it's for emergencies. So if we get into a case where the truck or maybe the APU or the reefer is starting to show signs of gelling, we'll ask that you pour a couple bottles of this in the fuel tank to help bring that fuel back to a liquid form, and hopefully we can get the truck up and going without a road service or getting you towed to a shop. Another thing that's very susceptible to winter is batteries. So we get a lot of issues with dead batteries. So making sure you got a good set of jumper cables on the truck, and maybe that's jumping from truck to truck, or if you're on the reefer fleet, being able to jump from the reefer to the truck, or from the truck back to the reefer if we got a dead reefer battery. Another case that these come in handy is if you have an APU that's out. You can use the reefer trailer to keep your truck batteries charged. So at night you can still on your bunk heater, still utilize your inverter for whatever, TVs, refrigerators, space heaters, stuff like that. So a good set of jumper cables can really come in handy and save you quite a bit of money. Another thing we're offering here this year is called a Winterization Package. So at any of the Prime terminals, check in at the shops, ask for that Winterization Package. We're going to go through, check your coolant, we're going to check your bunk heaters, make sure that your air tanks are drained down. There's a really cool package that we're offering this year, so make sure we get that done, that your equipment's ready for winter. Another thing we suggest doing is draining your air tanks on a regular basis. Definitely daily, weekly, whatever. We need to make sure we get that drained out. And what this is when the air compressor compresses the air, it generates moisture, and then as it cools back down, it comes into a water form. So that ends up being ice and corrosion through the air system. So depending on the make and model of your truck, your air tank drains are going to be located in different places. Generally, you're going to find them around the steps of the truck, whether it be on the passenger or driver's side. All you need to do is simply pull on these cables for 10 to 15 seconds apiece to relieve the moisture out of the air system. So, and last thing, we want to make sure that you yourself is prepared for the winter weather. So make sure you have a good coat, you've got some waterproof gloves, keep your hands warm, good pair of boots. You never know in the trucking industry where you're going to end up or how that weather's going to be. So ultimately you want to make sure that you're prepared to keep yourself safe in case we get in a situation where maybe our truck's gelled up or it's dead and can't start and you're stuck in the cold. You want to make sure you have the stuff to keep yourself safe and okay. So if you guys have any other suggestions for some videos like this, please shoot us a message below. We hope you enjoyed some of these maintenance videos we're putting together, and thanks again for checking in.